This is going to be my very first kayak experience as Anton and I brave the dangerous waves of San Francisco Bay.
All right, so I'm just gonna hold on to you like this. Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Of course, the biggest one comes right then. Good job.
Thank you.
I would have tipped some people over.
Whoa. And just a moment ago, we were holding these in our hands in a box, you know? Wow.
How much fun does that look? Now, that was just a little bit of V. Henry Ford's Innovation Nation. The show is a celebration of the inventor's spirit, from historic scientific pioneers throughout past centuries to the forward-looking visionaries of today.
The program airs Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. right here on WSA 9. And joining us is the show's correspondent that you just saw, Albert Lawrence, if I could talk. Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
I'm so fascinated by that.
It's such a fascinating show to work on, and it's great to be back here in my hometown right now as well, too.
Yeah, that's awesome. Congratulations on the show. I mean, it's just hearing the stories about the innovators, but then also getting to see the excursions you get to go on, the adventures you get to go on.
Absolutely. Every episode, our group of correspondents, which include Allie and also Adam, I just joined this season, but we get a chance to go different spots. We meet up with people where they are. We meet up with these great folks who've come up with just fascinating ways to help to solve real-world problems, real-world issues. And also, the host of the show, Mo Rocca, is also a DC native.
Love him.
Yes.
I love that. So you're from Alexandria, and you went to Yale.
Yes, ma'am.
What part of your Yale education, I wonder, prepped you for this show that's based in science and nature and wonder?
Right. Well, one of the funny things is while at Yale, I was studying theater and I was studying film, but a lot of my closest friends, they were studying medical professions or they were into law. And so I needed to somehow get my science requirements down, right?
Okay.
So thankfully, there was a class called Popular Novels and Chemistry. So chemistry and popular novels. So what we would do is we would read novels and look at the science within there, and then we would go into the labs and try to do experiments that corresponded with what we had just read. So it was a great way to combine my love of the arts also with my love of science.
Prepped you for that kayak, right?
Absolutely, and it prepped me for that kayak. I'd never been in a kayak before that segment. It also prepped me to jump into things that I was scared of, and thankfully it worked out quite well.
Now, when you look at some of the stories you've been shooting since May, the fourth season just premiered this fall. What's one of the most favorite innovators that you've met?
Oh my gosh. Well, I really loved Anton for giving me a chance to get into that kayak and get out there on the water. But another innovation that really has touched my spirit is one from a woman named Kavita Shukla. Now, Kavita's story is just intriguing because she ended up creating something called fresh paper. And what fresh paper is it's a strip that you can place into any of your produce that can help to keep your produce fresh up to 3 times as long. But the invention's great, but the story behind it is really what is the most intriguing thing. And Kavita's grandmother grew up in India, so whenever Kavita would go visit her grandmother, she would make her drink some spices in order to help to calm her stomach so that she wouldn't get sick from drinking tap water. Well, Kavita took this formula and she came up with a way to infuse paper strips with that, and now that helps to keep all of this fruit fresh. So just something that was born out of Kavita's actual real-life experience is now turned into something incredible.
That is so great. One of my favorite quotes from Henry Ford is, if I had asked the people what they wanted, they would have said, faster horses, you know? So he went and innovated and created the car. The Henry Ford Museum is in Detroit, the home base for the series. Any favorite exhibits that you've seen while visiting there?
Marquette, that's such a difficult question. I went to the museum for the first time this past year, and first off, the museum has an indoor section that has a lot of different moments, pieces of memorabilia, important parts of American innovation history. But then outside, they have something that's called Deerfield Village, they have something that's called Greenfield Village. And with Greenfield Village, you can ride around in these Model T cars, and you can also see different buildings that have been lifted from out of history and really placed right there. But my absolute favorite part of the museum is inside, they have the bus that Rosa Parks sat on. And you get an opportunity to sit down in the seat that she refused to move from. And it's just history right there in front of you.
You can
You're able
sit
to touch
there
it.
and touch everything.
You can sit right there. I saw a photo that President Obama had sat in that exact seat, and then I got a chance to sit there too. So you're like, this is great energy right here, right? The seats on this couch also good energy too, though.
Okay, good. We like the good energy.
I'll sit over there during the commercial break then see what happens.
Give us your good energy. Albert, congratulations on the show. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And love seeing the
Thanks,
local
my
guy
friend.
getting there, and we know you've worked so hard. The Henry Ford's Innovation Nation, WUSA 9, right here, 11 o'clock.